Luis and Tabitha. Luis was a cat about town. Dashing, charming, perfectly suave. He lived, unofficially, at the fire station and had, since a daring rescue involving a very small Luis, a very shrill smoke alarm, and a very tall house. His tail still had the scorch marks. Luis liked to go visiting, as society cats do. Sometimes he'd travel in the fire truck. Everywhere he went, Luis was welcomed with open arms and leftovers. One night, after too much catnip and too many sardines, Luis was making his rounds when he took a wrong turn. He climbed a wall and saw Tabitha. Elegant, silky, perfectly sophisticated. Luis stopped. Tabitha stared. It was love. Love from afar. Love under the spotlight of the moon. Love thwarted by a thick glass door. And by Tabitha's owner. "Shoo!" she cried. "Shoo!" Luis shooed, but he wasn't done. The next morning, Tabitha stared out at a vast bouquet of sardine tins and twine and feathers. Luis smiled. Tabitha smiled. Tabitha's owner did not smile. "Shoo!" she cried. "Shoo!" Luis shooed, but he wasn't done. The next day, he brought mice. The day after that, he brought pigeons. And after that, balloons, which is not easy when you're a cat. Each day, Luis and Tabitha stared into each other's eyes until Tabitha's owner chased Luis away. Luis needed advice. He asked his friends over a bowl of cream. "You're an outside cat," said Mr. Pickles. "And you need to be an inside cat," said Socks. "Or at least look like one," said One-Eyed Winky. Luis had an idea. The next day, Luis showed up at Tabitha's door once more. Luis smiled. Tabitha smiled. Tabitha's owner clutched her hands to her heart and opened the door. Luis was inside, where everything was soft and warm and scratchable. And Luis and Tabitha were inseparable. Until the doorbell rang. "Is this him?" "That's him." And Luis and Tabitha were thwarted by the thick glass door once more. Luis had a new home and a new name and a new owner. And all the sardines and cheese he could eat. But all he wanted was Tabitha. And all Tabitha wanted was Luis. It was love, love from afar. Love from far too afar. Then the doorbell rang. "Is this him?" "That's him! And that's not him." And Luis was a cat about town once more. Luis needed advice. He asked his friends over a bowl of cream. "You're an outside cat," said Mr. Pickles. "And she's an inside cat," said Socks. "And that's just the way it is," said One-Eyed Winky. So Luis went visiting, as society cats do. He went visiting all across town. Everywhere he went, he was welcomed with open arms and leftovers. And everywhere he went, Tabitha wasn't. Until one night, Luis was riding in the fire truck when his tail began to tingle. Luis saw Tabitha, elegant, silky, perfectly sophisticated, and in terrible danger. The sirens began to wail. "Everyone, outside!" cried the firefighters. The crowd was a cloud of arms and shrieks as it gathered on the corner. But there was no Tabitha. And suddenly, there was no Luis. The crowd waited and worried and fretted. Finally, the gray parted, and from it emerged Luis and Tabitha, leading Tabitha's owner. The crowd cheered. Tabitha's owner plopped down on the curb and clutched her hands to her heart. She looked at Luis and Tabitha and smiled. The cat show judge placed a blue ribbon on Tabitha, and the firefighters placed a gold medal on Luis and declared them both perfectly heroic. Luis was back inside, where everything was soft and warm and scratchable. And Luis and Tabitha were inseparable.
Ghost afraid of the dark. One Halloween, and this tale is true, there once was a ghost, and his name was Boo. Boo carved pumpkins. He loved trick or treat. He liked to have fun and parade in the street. October nights should have been such a lark, but poor little Boo was afraid of the dark. Boo stamped his foot, he yowled, and he glared. It just wasn't right for a ghost to be scared. I need some help, he said with a groan. It's really too hard to be brave on my own. So he decided to go visit a few friends. Boo went to see Witch, who was stirring a spell. She gazed in her cauldron and breathed in its smell. I can't work by day, I make such a stink. It's better when people are sleeping, I think. The dark is our friend. Don't fear the night. Make spells with me until it gets light. Boo went to see Frank, who was having a ball. He skipped and he boogied all down the hall.
I can't dance by day. People would giggle. But when it gets late, I just want to wiggle. The dark is our friend. Don't fear the night. Dance here with me until it gets light.
Dracula's house was only next door. When Drac swished his cape, his feet left the floor. I can soar by day. There's no fun in that. The night is the time I turn into a bat. The dark is our friend. Don't fear the night. Come fly with me until it gets light. Werewolf was waiting, bushy and hairy. He didn't think that the darkness was scary. I can't howl by day. It's really too soon. I need to stand in the glow of the moon. The dark is our friend. Don't fear the night. Shout out with me until it gets light. Last, Boo saw Mummy, all ready to go, wrapped up in white from his head to his toe.
I can't walk by day with bandages trailing. People would trip and then they'd start wailing. The dark is our friend. Don't fear the night. Dress up with me until it gets light.
Boo floated home, his face full of smiles. This was the best time that he'd had by miles. The dark is my friend. I don't fear the night. I had so much fun until it got light. It was my buddies that helped me to see. I'll throw them a party. A thank you from me. Boo closed the drapes, the house filled with gloom. He needed darkness for his party room. All of that day, he prepared for the eve, hiding all kinds of tricks up his sleeve. Along came the chums that Boo wanted to thank. Witch, Mummy, Drac, and then Werewolf and Frank. "Hey!" shouted Boo as he opened the door. "Let's stay up late. This is no time to snore." The dark is our friend. Don't fear the night. Party with me until it gets light. Boo and his pals had a spooky old time with cobwebs and candy and pumpkins and slime. They made stinky potions. They learned how to fly. They dressed up in rags and they howled to the sky. The night was a hit. packed with wonder and thrills. Then Frank put on music and showed off his skills. The glitter ball turned, and the beat sounded thumpy. Boo's feet were skippy and twirly and jumpy. The monsters clapped and sang "Hey Diddle Diddle." And there was young Boo dancing right in the middle. He got faster and faster. It was quite a show. Then all of a sudden, Boo started to glow. What a magical sight that little ghost made, shining and glowing in every shade. The rhythm was fun, and the music was loud. But darkness had helped him stand out from the crowd. Being brave was not easy for scared little Boo, but he gave it a try, and look what he could do. Boo hadn't known. He'd never had warning. The little ghost shimmered until it was morning. And when it got time for the party to close, Boo gave a yawn and got ready to doze. The dark is the best. I love the night. Now let's snuggle up, 'cause here comes the light.
Little sock. Hi. Little sock lives in a drawer. Little sock gets worn. Little sock gets dirty. Ugh. And little sock gets washed. For little sock, every day is the same. All the other socks seem happy. But little sock dreams of something different. He has heard of a magical place called Sock City, where every day is a new adventure. The only way to get to Sock City is through a secret tunnel in the back of the dryer. Late one night, little sock sneaks out of the drawer and climbs into the tunnel. The tunnel is very dark and very scary. But little sock is brave. Finally, he sees a light at the end of the tunnel. There it is! Sock City! Everywhere Little Sock looks, he sees something new and exciting. There are big socks.
No.
And tiny socks. New socks.
Oh, hello.
Old socks.
Oh, hello.
Sporty socks.
Here.
Come on, back here. Striped socks. Polka dot socks.
Hey.
And even smelly socks. Oh, yeah! So many different socks doing different things. Every day is a new adventure. Little Sock had the best time in Sock City. He can't wait to go back again. Maybe bring a friend. Oh, let's go!
Our class is a family. When you think of a family, you might picture one in a house. A mom, a dad, a couple of kids, plus their dogs, and a pet mouse. Perhaps you think of grandma. Or a stepmom and stepdad. It could be those 14 cousins. Or that twin who makes you mad. But family doesn't have to be who you're related to. It can be another special group who love and care for you. Have you ever thought about where most of your time is spent? It's at school with all of us. That's where all those hours went. So if our classroom is the place where we spend our days, why wouldn't we want to make it like a home in many ways? It's a place where we can show respect and kindness to each other. A spot where we can be ourselves and make memories with one another. We'll have things in common. These are connections that we'll seek. But we'll still celebrate our differences and what makes us each unique. Our classroom is a special haven where it's okay to make mistakes. We learn from them and try again, no matter what it takes. We'll all have tough days sometimes, but your teacher is here for you. And as long as you're a friend to others, your peers will be there too. Ouch. In this classroom of four walls, we will stick together. We'll help each other learn and grow in any kind of weather. So let's always remember what a great team we can be. You have our back, and we have yours. We're a classroom family. The end.
The Tagalongs. Julia wakes up to a beautiful sunrise. She beams. Today is the perfect day to hike up to Pancake Peak. The air is fresh. Julia is prepared. And she is traveling by herself, just the way she likes it. Grumble, grumble, grumble. Be home in time for dinner. Julia buzzes through the wildflowers of Muffin Meadow. Click. She spelunks through the darkest depths of Black Coffee Cave. And she balances bravely across Bacon Bridge. Julia crests Hash Brown Hill in record time. She has a quick picnic for one. Grumble, grumble, grumble. It's just a little farther until she reaches the turnaround at Pancake Peak. The panorama at Pancake Peak is perfectly peaceful. She has it all to herself, just the way she... A band of bickering creatures disturbs the silence and the view. They notice Julia.
We're saved!
Cries the tiny pack rat.
This nice girl can help us get down. What? Where is a girl?
Asks the javelina, squinting and fiddling with his broken glasses.
A stranger? Eep!
Cries the frightened porcupine. Julia backs away. Oh, I think there's been a misunderstanding. You see, I need to be home in time for dinner, and...
My name's Fitz!
Interrupts the pack rat.
This blind bloke is Louis, and that lovely bundle of quills is Violet.
we're stranded, squeaks Violet. Getting to the peak was fine, but when I saw how high we were, I poofed. Which broke my glasses, grumbles Lewis. I can't see a thing.
And popped the cargo balloon I was using to lighten my load.
Groans Fitz.
Now my pack is too heavy for me to carry. So,
What do you say? Can we tag along? Pleads the helpless trio. This is not the way Julia likes it. But once they safely return to the base of Pancake Peak, the relieved Tagalongs squeal with glee.
Julia, you Rulia!
They break for a sunny group picnic at Hash Brown Hill.
Grumble, grumble, grumble.
As Fitz opens his backpack, Julia exclaims, "Whoa! A rat's pack is where the snacks are at." After they gobble some of the load, Fitz can carry the pack himself. He shouts,
Onward to Bacon Bridge!
but Bacon Bridge is broken.
We're doomed!
Frets Violet,
Don't worry!
says Fitz.
What kind of pack rat would I be without a pack raft? You saved the day, Fitz!
Everyone cheers.
We should keep moving.
Worries Violet. Black Coffee Cave is getting darker by the minute. Oh no! Julia gasps at the mouth of the cave. I've lost my headlamp.
My flashlight is gone too!
Fitz cries. Follow me, grumbles Lewis. I can't see, but I have an exquisite nose. Do I smell wildflowers at the other end of this cave? That's Muffin Meadow, exclaims Julia. Come on, everyone. Lewis can get us through this. Cheers for Lewis and his mighty nose! Julia shouts.
Hip, hip, hooray! Hip, hip, hooray! Hip, hip, hooray!
Wait, what happened to Muffin Meadow? Whispers Julia.
Look out! It's a trap!
Cries Fitz. Nobody's gonna chomp my friends! Violet roars. Ow! Righteous defense, Violet. If it hadn't been for you, we'd all be plant food, exclaims Julia. Speaking of food, do you smell that? Asks Louis.
It smells like spaghetti and pizza,
Says Violet.
and French fries and cherry pies.
Exclaims Fitz. It's dinner at my house, says Julia, and we are right on time. As the Tagalongs sit down to dinner, Julia hears a knock at the gate.
Knock, knock, knock.
Grumble, grumble, grumble. Tonight, Julia is feasting with all her new friends. Just the way she likes it.
Plant a Kiss, written by Amy Krauss Rosenthal, illustrated by Peter H. Reynolds. It goes like this. Little Miss planted a kiss. Planted a kiss? Planted a kiss. Sunshine. Water. Greet. Repeat. Wait and wait. Getting late. Doubt. Pout. Sprout.
Shout! Shout!
Gather about. Wow.
How? What now?
Stare and stare. I'll share, she declared.
Don't you dare! It's far too rare.
It'll go bare. She didn't care. From there, everywhere. To and fro. High and low. Rain or snow. With a bow. Alas, time to go. So she returned. There she learned. From one little kiss. Endless bliss.
Where Are You? By Jonathan Sundy. Where are you? Lounging in my nook, reading a good book. Where are you? Sitting on a cinder block, knitting me a winter sock. Where are you? Having a yummy plump plum with my lumpy stump chum. Where are you? Riding George the gorgeous porpoise past enormous surging orcas. Where are you? Getting ready to slurp spaghetti with Freddy Gazzetti, the sweaty yeti. Where are you? Riding on the back of a giraffe gone quackers while snacking on a pack of alpaca-shaped crackers. Where are you? Surfing on a blue spruce with old Rusty McDoose, but my trusty goose noose feels a wee bit loose. Oh. A wee bit loof? Where are you, goof? Is? I'm here in this box, safe from hard knocks. Do you want to come play? Not right now. I'm afraid. We could snack on the way. I think I'll just stay. If the here where you are isn't the where that you want, don't sit where you are feeling glum on your bum. Get up and start working to change where you're from. 'Cause bruises and gooses and fears and excuses can't stop you from living the life that you choose. Is? Where are you? Oh, sorry for skipping the end of your speech. Had to rescue an Eskimo lost on the beach. Then I wrote a hit song about butternut squashes. Now I'm testing some specs on my rocket galoshes. Woohoo! Thanks for the boost. The end.
Earth, yay!
It sure is lonely out here. I wonder what the other planets have been up to lately. I should go visit them. Hi, Mercury. Oh, hey, Earth. Long time no see. I was about to go on a run. Want to race around the sun? Let's go. Gotta go faster. I got this. You're fast. Wow, you're fast. You ran 4 laps in the time I did 1. Thanks. I'm little, but I'm the speediest planet in the whole solar system.
Mercury zooms around the sun every 88 days.
Hi, Earth. Do you mind if I borrow your moon to shoot hoops? I don't have one. No problem, Venus. I'll come play with you. Look out! Here I come! All right! She shoots! She scores! Whoa, swoosh! Good game, good game. Whew, you didn't miss a shot. You're on fire, Venus. Well, I am the hottest planet in the solar system.
The surface temperature of Venus can reach 880 degrees Fahrenheit.
Oh, how's it going, Mars?
Dude! Come surf the asteroid belt with me.
Look at me!
Hey, Jen!
We made it through. Whoa, all that surfing turned up some of your rusty red dust.
Righteous! Hey, that's why they call me the Red Planet. I'm the reddest and raddest around, brochacho.
Mars gets its color from an abundance of iron oxide, commonly known as rust.
Jupiter! What's up, big guy?
Not too much. I did pick up a new hobby.
Nice. Basketball? Weightlifting?
No. Dance. Cha-cha. Dance, dance. Dance, dance. This is the way Jupiter dance.
biggest planet in the solar system was so graceful.
Thanks. I may be large, but I'm light on my feet.
Jupiter is mainly made up of gases, such as hydrogen and helium.
Hi, Saturn. Your rings look extra sparkly today.
Y'all are too sweet. I added some shiny ice chunks to the rocky bits and space dust. Come hula hoop with me. Whee! Woo!
She's the most amazing planet in the universe.
Galileo first spotted Saturn's rings in 1610.
How? What the?
Your hula hooping skills are electrifying. Are you trying to look cooler than me?
No way, Uranus. Everyone knows you're the coolest planet around.
That's a fact. Sorry for the frosty greeting, kid.
Uranus has the coldest recorded temperature of any planet at -371 degrees Fahrenheit.
What are you doing way out here, Neptune?
I like how quiet and beautiful it is. Ooh, look how those comets light up the sky.
Beyond Neptune, the Kuiper Belt is a source of comets.
It's the best view in the solar system.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Wow. The other planets are so special. I'm not the fastest, the biggest, or the coolest. I must be the most boring planet in the solar system.
Wake up!
What?
We have something for you, Tiny Blue Marble.
For me?
Surprise!
Your air is the freshest.
Me? You're covered in flowing water. Yeah?
And most importantly,
you're full of life! Aww. You made me the happiest planet in the whole solar system.
The end.
Later, kids!
Cheers, mate.
The Mitten. It was a cold and windy winter morning. And the little boy hustled up the path, dragging his sled behind him. He was dressed for snowy adventures. From his knit cap, to his warm boots, to his 2 soft mittens, which hung from his sleeves on a piece of string, so he wouldn't lose them. The boy headed to his favorite spot, a stupendous hill perfect for sledding. He dashed through the trees, eager for his first long slide across the snow. But as he jumped over the stone wall at the top of the hill, one of his mittens caught on a low branch. The boy was going so fast he barely felt the small tug of the mitten before the string gave way. He was out of sight and down the hill before his mitten even hit the snow. All was quiet. Then, tiny, shivering mouse darted out from the stone wall, saw the cozy mitten, and crept right in. Soon, Bunny hopped along. The mitten caught his eye, and, being a curious fellow, he jumped in, right next to Mouse. Next, Fox wandered by. What a snug place this is, she thought when she discovered the mitten, and crawled inside. Mouse and Bunny moved over to make room. The wind blew through the treetops and swirled down the lane. Lynx padded out of the forest and saw the mitten. "What's this?" she thought. "How charming!" And she nuzzled the mitten open and squeezed herself in. All the animals cuddled together in a warm ball of fur. The wind was still for a moment. Then Wolf came loping up the hill. Up the other side trudged Bear. "You first," said Bear. "No, you," said Wolf. And they ended up jostling and cramming their way into the mitten together. Now, the mitten's knitting was strong and true, but even so, it was stretched to its limit. Poor Mouse was at the bottom of the pile. "I need more room," he thought, and found a nice soft spot right on Bunny's belly. He wiggled his whiskers happily, which tickled Bunny's tummy. Bunny started to giggle and twitch, and his ears tickled Fox's chin. Fox snickered and shifted her tail, which brushed against Lynx's paws. Lynx chuckled and rolled onto her back, her fluffy tufted ears making Wolf's muzzle twitch. Wolf howled with laughter. And all that wiggling and shifting and giggling made Bear laugh too. Well, it was too much for the mitten to take. With a giant pop, out tumbled Bear and Wolf and Lynx and Fox and Bunny. And off they ran back to their homes, laughing themselves silly the whole way. It was the time of year when the sun set early, so it wasn't long before the boy made his way back up the hill. He was just about to step over the stone wall when a flash of red in the snow caught his eye. My mitten, he said, and picked it up. It was bigger than he remembered. Puzzled, he turned it over in his hands. Deep inside the mitten, something was moving. Suddenly, a wee head with velvety ears and quivering whiskers peeked out over the cuff. It was Mouse. "Oh!" cried the boy. "Hello, little fellow. Have you found yourself a new home in my mitten?" Mouse groomed his whiskers contentedly and crawled back down into his cozy new nest. "I will take you home then," the boy said, "and you may live in my mitten as long as you'd like, and be my friend." The boy put on his mitten, cupped his hand gently around Mouse, and, dragging his sled behind him, headed to his own warm home across the snow.
Who is Boo? And is a Norbook? Is Norb. Where are you? I'm digging for unicorn horns in the yard, but I just hit a thingamajig and it's hard. Ooh. What an amazing, mysterious box. Look at the front. There's a name on the lock. Who is Boo? Let's go find out. We'll ask if our neighbors have seen him about. Hey there, Hugh. Who is Boo?
Boo's a good bloke. Just ask Mopoke.
Who is Boo?
Boo's a hurried, blurry fellow. What's the rush? I think he's yellow.
Who is Boo?
Boo is huge and midnight blue. I heard he chomped a tree in two.
Who is Boo?
Oh, he's a sweet wee lad, and we never once quarreled. He might be the dearest in the whole wide world.
Who is Boo?
Boo's a filthy, foul fiend. He reeks of feet, and his teeth are green.
Boo's a musty, crusty lout. His shouts will blast your eardrums out. Gobbledygook!
He lives by the brook?
Quiet down, you scurvy dogs. You're louder than a herd of hogs. Boo would barbecue you two and use your spleens to make a stew. He's red as rage, with claws galore and jaws the size of dinosaurs. Don't become the adorable feast of that deplorable, horrible beast.
What should we do?
Let's go say hi.
I'm scared of Boo.
Let's meet the guy.
Who are you?
Is this your old box? We don't mean to bug you. Holy socks! He's going to... hug you?
This beat-up box means lots to me. Please come in for snacks and tea.
We heard so much gossip, but now we can see. You're nothing like what we imagined you'd be.
Fears can be clouds that fog up your view. And not every story and rumor is true. I'm usually fun, but sometimes I'm sad. Sometimes I'm sweet, and sometimes I'm mad. I'm red and green and orange and blue, a swirl of many things, like you. I am Boo, and I'm one of a kind. Get to know me yourself and see what you find.
We like you, Boo.
I like you too. Wow, it was fun to meet you guys. Before you head home, I have a surprise. I know it's not much, but I thought you might like this sparkly, magical, silver white spike. Ow.
The end.
Little sock makes a friend. Ooh, This is Little Sock. Oh, hello. Little Sock lives in a drawer with other socks. Oh. Little Sock has a secret. Sometimes after the other socks have gone to sleep, he sneaks out of the drawer and into a hidden tunnel in the back of the dryer. Ooh. This leads to a place where only socks can go. Sock City! In Sock City, there are so many fun things to do. There are some some things you can do by yourself. But there are some things you can't do without a friend. Little Sock wishes he had a friend. Are there any friends around? Oh, look! There's another sock who's by herself. Little Sock wonders, could she be my friend? Oh, here you go. Little Sock starts to worry. How do I make a new friend? Would she be a good friend? Will she want to play with me? Does she even want a friend like me? Will she think I'm fun? Huh? Little Sock is nervous, but he tries to be brave. Little Sock takes a deep breath. Little Sock asks, will you be my friend? Sure. Hooray! Woohoo! Let's go play. In Sock City, there are so many fun things to do. There are some things you can do by yourself. And other things are just better with a friend. Ooh, catch it! Heads up! Making new friends is fun. Thanks for playing with me. See you next time.
We are not friends.
Can I play with you?
Yes!
Well, boing, boing. Thanks! Oh, look! We can do a duet.
Okay.
But... Tabitha!
What? It was getting hot. Let's play Dinosaur Hunters.
Where's our friend?
Who?
Our friend.
We are friends. We are not friends with...
I'm back! Boing, boing.
Great! Now we all can play Dinosaur Hunters.
Great. I know. We can build a car.
A Jeep.
Great minds
Think alike.
beep beep.
It's a two-seater.
Then where do I sit?
You can be the dinosaur. Yeah, attack, T-Rex.
Roar.
Louder.
Roar.
Scarier.
Not friends!
I deserve this.
Sniff.
You are right. We are not friends. We are best friends. Huh?
And this is our new friend?
Yes.
Yay! Do you want to play spies?
Yeah!
Huh?
Can I play too?
That's not mine. That's my chair.
No, it's mine.
I was sitting in it before.
I'm sitting in it now.
I had it first. It's mine.
I have it now. It's mine.
Well, this is mine. Swivel, swivel, whee!
Can I try it?
Swivel, swivel. Woo! No, it's mine.
Please? Just once?
Okay, just once. Look out.
Hey, that's my chair.
No, it's mine. What?
Tickle, tickle.
Stop.
Tickle.
It tickles.
Mine.
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 Mine. Get up! It's mine!
Go away! It's mine!
It's mine! I'm sorry.
Me too.
Want to go play?
Yeah!
Huh? Mine.
It is not perfect.
Pat, pat, pat.
It is perfect. What?
It is not perfect.
No?
Almost. It needs flags.
We can use these.
Yay! Haha. Now it is perfect.
Yes, but the towers could be taller. Pat, pat, pat. Now it is perfect.
Yay! Huh?
What?
It is not perfect. That wall is too small.
It is.
It should be wider. Dig, dig, dig.
Pat, pat, pat.
Perfect!
Huh?
Well...
Except it needs more towers.
And it needs arches. And windows. And stairs.
And a gatehouse. And a drawbridge.
Let me see that.
Hey! It is perfect!
Wow, all that work.
Well, this seemed too bad.
Huh?
Perfect.
Truly. I love you more than a purple moose. I love you more than a
purple moose. I love you more than a spotted goose. I love you more than a bird on my head. I love you more than a marshmallow bed. I love you more than a cotton candy hat. I love you more than a tap dancing cat. I love you more than camping on the moon. I love you more than a bubblegum balloon. I love you more than a rocket-powered scooter. I love you more than a monkey math tutor. Huh, okay. I love you more than rainbow-colored rain. I love you more than a flying train. I love you more than the last day of school. I love you more than a bubble-filled pool. Oh, bubbles. I love you more than jumping to the stars. I love you more than ants driving cars.
Woo, yeah, get going.
I love you more than pizza and cake. I love you more than a singing snake.
Roar.
Over here. Yes.
Roar. Roar.
I love you more than a tiger in a tux. Oh, beautiful. Yes, more. Over here, over here. I love you more than dancing ducks. I love you more than a bug who can juggle. I love you more than a super cozy snuggle. There are lots of things to love. I can think of one or two. But there's one thing I love most, and that single thing is you. The end.
Before we sleep. As the season turned, the forest was dressed in new colors of rich amber, burned orange, and chestnut brown. Little Red the Fox was happy because now it would be much easier to hide. A fox would be hard to spy among the dried brown leaves, burgundy bushes, and coppery grasses. Only in the open meadow would Hazel the Dormouse be able to catch sight of Little Red. Little Red and Hazel spent hours and hours playing hide and seek together. The two friends loved jumping and rolling in the crisp, dried leaves. They loved the rustling sound. "The leaves are laughing with us," said Hazel joyfully. During these moments of happiness, the cold air hinted of the coming winter. Little Red felt a tinge of sadness. For Red, the smell of winter meant one thing: loneliness. Soon, Little Red's very best friend in the world would settle down in a warm burrow to hibernate. Hazel, perhaps this season you will sleep less, said Little Red hopefully, trying to sound cheerful. Little Red, I am no fox. I am a dormouse. I'd like to stay awake and keep you company, but you know, in the end, I must always sleep. So Little Red started to think of ways to keep Hazel from falling asleep. What if I could make the sun stay high? Then winter would not be so cold. What if I could ask the forest to hold its fruit? Then there would be food all winter long. What if I tickled Hazel to stay awake? Then we could play and play. The dormouse started to yawn. Hazel, I want us to stay together forever, pleaded the friend. Little Red, I promise, when the winter gives way to spring, I will be here for you, and we will play again. I know, Hazel. But before you sleep, may I tell you a story? Why, yes. Oh, as long as it is short, replied Hazel sleepily, with head nodding and eyes closing. So Little Red curled up on the forest floor, and Hazel nestled into the soft, warm tail to listen. But before a word of the story was spoken, the two friends had fallen fast asleep together.
The Easter Unicorn. A magical pop-up book. The Easter Bunny is hopping away. He must have forgotten it's Easter Day. Through forest and field, the alarm travels wide. To magical places where unicorns hide. One tosses her mane with a nod of her head. I'll deliver the eggs on this Easter instead. She mixes bright colors and knows what to do. With her horn, she draws stripes and makes polka dots, too. In a ribbon-lace basket, she loads up her eggs. And prances off quickly on high-stepping legs. She visits the burrows and bushes and lakes. Gently placing an egg at each stop that she makes. The basket is empty, the job at an end. Her magic has found every animal friend. Then a rainbow appears as they open their eyes. It's a unicorn Easter, a joyful surprise. Happy Easter!
The best seat. It was a cool Saturday afternoon. Actually, it was just barely afternoon. Jack was just waking up to start the day. The coffee was steaming. The sun was beaming. And the best part of Jack's day was just around the corner. Breakfast! The clock now read 1 in the afternoon. And there was one more thing that Jack loved to do when he woke up. He loved sitting in his favorite seat and listening to his favorite music. But someone was already in it. It was Walrus.
What a nice seat. I do like to sit here.
No one ever sits in Jack's seat except for Jack, and he was not ready to share.
My chair.
Jack and Walrus fought over the seat until the clock read 2 in the afternoon. But there was just one too many in Jack's favorite seat.
Meow. I will go find another best seat to sit in.
Said Jack.
No. You sit here. I will go find my own best seat to sit in. And I will do it before the clock strikes 3.
Walrus announced. The race was on. Walrus and Jack set off to see who could find the best seat before the clock struck 3.
It's on.
At 2:15, Jack found his first seat. But it moved too much, and that freaked him out. So Jack kept looking for the best seat. Walrus found the moving seat too.
What a nice seat. I will sit here.
At 2:30, an interesting sound led Jack to his next seat. But it was too wet, and that freaked him out. So Jack kept looking for the best seat. Walrus found the wet seat too.
What a fun seat. I will sit here.
At 3:15, a peculiar sound led Jack to his next seat. But it was too squishy, and that freaked him out. So Jack kept looking for the best seat. Walrus found the squishy seat too.
Oh, what a great seat. I will sit here. Sorry.
Jack found many strange seats that didn't quite fit. And he found many places that he shouldn't sit. He spent so much time finding spots and examining them that he lost track of what Walrus was doing. When Jack caught back up with Walrus, together they tried ottomans, tuffets, wicker, and stumps. They tried chairs that were soft, hard, smooth, and bumpy. They tried anything that looked like a seat, even a dirty pile of laundry. They tried so many options that when the clock struck 3, Jack and Walrus were both very tired. So they gave up and sat down right where they began, even though they had not yet found the best seat.
Meow. Meow.
It's not what you're sitting on, but who you are sitting with that makes it the best. The best seat, the very best seat, is with a friend.
I'll love you for always. Do you like letters, little one? And envelopes to read? With notes and stamps from places fun, like cities or the sea. Then look up to the sky, up high, and squint your eyes to see. The love note birds are on their way with words to you from me. Their wings are strong, their flight is swift, their plumes a brilliant hue, and nothing stops their airborne gift, my loving words to you. You could be in a towering grove and feeling lost and small. But through the trunks, we'll weave and wove to tell you to stand tall. You could be on a ship at sea where waves are fierce and fast. Swifter still my words will be. You're strong and you'll outlast. Or what about a candy bay where sugar seagulls call? Yes, that's sweet, but I will say, you're sweeter than it all. Or if you're on a mountainside and climbing for the top, I'll cheer you on through every stride. You can. Don't ever stop. And what about an inky blue and night comes where you are? Can lovebirds find their way to you? Yes, and give a guiding star. Oh, dearest one, it's hard to tell you everything you'll need. Here, at least, you have my love to read and read and read. Where'er you go, whate'er you do, have peace, be calm, Be still. My love will keep surrounding you. It does. It always will.
Henry and Bee. It's always lucky to find someone who understands you. And that's why Henry and Bee were the best of friends. They always had fun together. It's as if they could tell what the other was thinking without saying a word. Except for one day when Henry seemed quiet and sad. No one, not even Bee, knew why. "I'd rather sit by myself," said Henry at lunchtime. She tried to find out what was the matter, but Henry acted like they weren't even friends. "What did I do?" asked Bee. "Just leave me alone," said Henry. And she did. It was hard on Bee. She missed her friend. Then Mrs. Birchfield made an announcement. "This Friday, we are taking a field trip to my family's farm." The classroom buzzed with excitement, except for Henry. "This is going to be great," Bee turned and said to Henry out of habit. Mumbled Henry. The morning of the field trip was cold and gray. The class gathered outside to get onto the bus. Neither Henry nor Bee had been to a farm, and Bee thought maybe the field trip might make him feel happier. "Can I sit by you?" Bee gently asked Henry. "I don't care," he huffed, and he looked the other way. The bus rumbled up to the old farm and rolled past the brightly colored autumn trees as the cows chewed on the dewy morning grass. The class was given a tour of how the farm was run. But Henry was still having a tough time and went off on his own again. When Bee opened the barn door, the air was musty and dark, with old tools and tractors quietly rusting away. Her warm breath cut through the darkness. She spied Henry in the hayloft and climbed up, a little reluctantly. "I found this," said Henry without looking at Bee. It was an old cat collar. The leather strap was tattered and broken, and the dirt from age made the tag hard to read. Henry started to cry. Bee froze. "What's wrong?" "Buddy died last week," said Henry, wiping his eyes. "Oh," said Bee. "I didn't know. He was such a sweet old cat." "It's hard to lose a friend," she said quietly. Bee gently put the collar back into Henry's hand. Just then, a loud rumble in the distance cut through the air. The barn door creaked open loudly. "Bee? Henry?" called Mrs. Birchfield. "We're up here," Bee responded quickly. Henry rushed to wipe his face. "Everyone needs to come inside. A storm is coming." Bee and Henry climbed down from the hayloft in silence. Then, as they were walking back to the farmhouse, Bee got an idea. "Wait," she said to Henry, and grabbed a small shovel that was resting on a bench. She began to dig a hole next to the barn. "Let's say goodbye to Buddy." Henry nodded as he wiped away a few remaining tears. Henry placed the collar in the hole, and together they covered it carefully. They heard the soft sprinkle of rain hit the dirt. The dark clouds came up behind them and filled the sky. The rain started to come down even harder. The rest of the class squealed with excitement as they ran into the farmhouse. Henry and Bee were the last to make it there, but Henry stopped at the steps. Bee understood. "I won't say anything," she said quietly. As the class got out of their muddy boots and ate some freshly baked cookies, they all chattered about the things they had seen. Henry looked out the window. "Maybe we'll see some lightning," he mumbled to Bee through a mouthful of cookie. "That would be so cool," said Bee, chomping down on one of her own. Or even a rainbow.
Alice's Magic Garden. Alice lived at the dreariest boarding school in all of England. The students wore stiff, grey uniforms. Great grey clocks ticked off slow, grey minutes. The drab, dusty rooms even smelled grey. The cook invariably boiled the flavour and colour out of breakfast, lunch and dinner. All the food had the consistency of porridge, except the porridge.
Finish all your food or it's off with your head,
the headmistress screeched. Submerged in unending grey, Alice swallowed a flavourless spoonful and sighed. How I wish for friends to bring colour to my days. Alice forced down her meal and sought solace with playing cards. She felt alone, though the others never left her alone.
Looks like you've been dealt a bad hand.
Finding no friends inside, Alice fled outside. Alice breathed in the fragrant air. She grinned at the lush green grass. She explored around the building until she discovered a walled garden, hidden and untended. Thereafter, she returned to plant petunias, water the wisteria, and dig up dandelions.
Beg your pardon?
In the calm of her secret wonderland, Alice sang to squirrels and danced with dragonflies. Flowers burst forth like the freckles on Alice's sun-kissed nose. The garden flourished under her care in more than just the usual way, because kindness is a curious thing. One day, a caterpillar struggled in a web.
Not to worry.
Alice freed it with gentle hands.
Are you hot, Laurie Bird?
Asked Alice.
Chap!
Alice filled the bird bath with cool water. Later, Alice spotted a grinning cat ready to pounce on a rabbit.
Shoo! Find your supper elsewhere.
The cat scowled, then vanished.
You're safe now, Rabbit.
Bong, bong, bong. The clock cheerlessly chimed tea time. Alice trudged inside. After the vivid colours of her garden, the shabby walls and dirty windows seemed duller than ever.
Another cup of lukewarm water and stale biscuit, I expect.
Alice looked down.
Bless me!
She glanced around for her benefactor. But all she saw were sombre faces staring at their meagre snacks.
How curious!
Alice shared her treats before the headmistress called everyone to afternoon lessons. Class ended when the clock struggled to toll 5 times.
Even the clock sounds tired and grey,
thought Alice. But when she reached to gather her things,
a golden pocket watch lay gleaming on her notebook. Beautiful, but curiouser and curiouser. I should put this somewhere safe.
Alice skipped upstairs to her dull, dingy room.
Good heavens, what's all this? I shall gather some flowers for this fine vase.
Alice stole to her hidden garden, but she wasn't the only one. One bully trod on the tulips. Another bumped the bird bath.
Got any more tarts?
Asked one.
Aye, and I fancy that gold pocket watch.
said another. I'll have that vase, demanded the biggest of the group. Nonsense, they aren't yours and you shan't have them, replied Alice, perhaps more bravely than she felt. The bullies closed in around Alice. One reached for the vase. Alice stood her ground. But she did not stand alone. An enormous caterpillar reared from a rosebush. A griffin with sharp talons swooped past. The bullies shrieked and stumbled from the garden. An unusually large rabbit gave each a thump on the rump, just for good measure. What are you? Asked Alice. We are Caterpillar, Lorybird and Rabbit. But Rabbit smiled. Kindness is magical. Yours changed us into what you now see. Alice curtsied. Well, many thanks for your kindness. Our pleasure, replied Caterpillar. Caring for each other is what friends do. Friends? Alice's face lit with wonder. So we're friends? Now and forever, they replied. And indeed, her friends brought Alice wonder for the rest of her days.
Let's Be Friends by Marshall Becks and Ali Stahl. Early one morning, just as the sun was starting to rise, Rosie woke up, stretched and rubbed her eyes.
It's a brand new day,
she exclaimed.
I just know there will be so much to see and do. I can't wait to go out and play.
Rosie looked all around for a friend to play with her, but there was no one else there.
I guess I'll just have to go play by myself, she sighed.
So Rosie started off on her adventure all alone. It wasn't long before she happened upon a strange-looking creature. Rosie scurried over to investigate.
You don't really look like a fox,
said Rosie.
Squeak,
said the little creature.
You don't really smell like a fox,
said Rosie.
Squeak,
said the little creature.
And you don't really sound like a fox,
said Rosie.
Squeak, my name is Colby, and I'm definitely not a fox. I am a mouse. Squeak. Will you play with me?
Rosie asked him.
Of course,
said Colby. The two new friends took off to go play. Rosie was so excited to have a friend to play with that she started to run faster and faster and faster.
Wait for me,
shouted Colby from behind.
Let's play hide and seek,
said Rosie.
Great idea! I'll count.
Colby covered his eyes.
1, 2, 3. Ready or not, here I come.
Rosie and Colby were certainly enjoying their fun day together, but they were running out of things to do.
Let's go swimming in the pond,
said Colby.
Great idea,
said Rosie. She took off running towards the pond with Colby hanging on to her tightly. Over by the pond, there was a little gosling named Puddles, who was wishing he had some friends to play with too. Stay close to the pond where I can see you play, Mother Goose instructed.
Okay, Mama,
said Puddles. Puddles looked all around for a friend to play with him, but there was no one else there.
I guess I'll just have to go play by myself,
he sighed. Just then, Rosie and Colby arrived at the pond. They were about to jump into the water when they noticed a strange-looking creature. The two friends scurried over to investigate.
You don't really look like a fox,
said Rosie.
Or a mouse,
said Colby.
Honk,
said the little creature.
You don't really smell like a fox,
said Rosie.
Or a mouse,
said Colby.
Honk,
said the little creature.
And you don't really sound like a fox,
said Rosie.
Or a mouse,
said Colby.
Honk, my name is Puddles, and I'm definitely not a fox or a mouse. I'm a gosling. Honk.
Will you play with us? Rosie asked him.
Of course,
said Puddles. Puddles ran up to Mother Goose.
Can I go play with my new friends?
He asked. As long as you play here in the pond, said Mother Goose.
Let's play!
The three new friends jumped into the pond. They played and swam and splashed around for hours and hours. After they had finished swimming, Rosie wrapped her new friends in a great big hug.
I am so glad I found some friends today.
After a long day of playing, just as the sun was starting to set, Rosie and Colby and Puddles yawned very tired yawns and rubbed very tired eyes. Then they all cuddled up next to each other and fell fast asleep, each one dreaming about the adventures they would have together tomorrow.
Made for Me by Zach Bush. Illustrations by Gregorio de Laurentiis. On the day you were born, I beamed with pride. My eyes filled with tears. I joyfully cried. From the moment I saw you and called out your name, the world as I knew it was never the same. I held you so gently up close to my chest, nestled so cozy. This day was the best. My new role in life had just now begun. Your life's greatest treasure, my dear little one. Of all the children that ever could be, you are the one made just for me. Awed and amazed, this was only the start. From your hands to your feet, I loved every part. Your mouth, your ears, and even your nose, your chubby cheeks, and your wiggly toes. I'll never forget your sweet little grin, your soft, tiny hands, your smooth, rounded chin. I cherished each moment you looked in my eyes. I stood by your side through laughter and cries. Of all the children that ever could be, You are the one made just for me. You crawled through the house and began to explore. You peeked behind curtains and in every drawer. With amazement and wonder, and never too serious, you'd babble and giggle, always so curious. With comfort, I calmed you and came to your aid, always together, so you weren't afraid. Each morning, I'd wake so excited for you to discover the world and try something new. Of all the children that ever could be, you are the one made just for me. You stood, then fell, but learned how to walk. You said mama and dada and started to talk. You laughed with delight as you slid at the park and clapped the first time you heard a dog bark. You loved to bang pots and put on a show. You, my sweet child, were beginning to grow. I rocked you to sleep in a cradle so tight. I melted when you first kissed me goodnight. Of all the children that ever could be, you are the one made just for me. A trip to the beach set the wheels in motion. You built a sandcastle, took a dip in the ocean. I saved the first curl that was snipped from your head. I watched as you climbed into your new big bed. You played in the park, swung a bat, tossed a ball, spent summers poolside, raked leaves in the fall. You rolled in the grass, stared at clouds up above. I watched you being you, and it's you that I love. Of all the children that ever could be, you are the one made just for me. From the day you were born, so cute, so clever, you're one of a kind, and I'll love you forever. It's now time to sleep. Rest your beautiful eyes. Soon, the dark night will turn to blue skies. Tucked in tight, it's my heart where you'll stay. Tomorrow, I'll love you even more than today. Of all the children that ever could be, you are the one made just for me.
A Forest Friend's book, Mouse's Superpower, a story about empathy. Raccoon found a comic book in the forest. He was sharing it with the forest friends. They were thinking about superpowers and what theirs might be. For some, it was easy. "I can fly in the dark as quiet as can be," said Owl proudly. "And I can swim like a fish," said Otter. Bunny was fast. "My power would be super speed," she said. "Mine too," added Fox. Bear was big and strong. "I would be a giant with super strength," said Bear. But some of the forest friends were less sure. "I am not sure what my power would be," said Raccoon. "Oh, don't be silly," Mouse said. "You would be a great and clever inventor." Raccoon liked that idea. "I can fly," said Bird, "but so can Owl and Bee. That's not a very special power." She sounded frustrated. "Oh, but Bird, you sing the best songs. You can make anyone happy." "That is a great power," said Mouse. Bird cheered up. Bee looked sad. He hadn't thought of a single power for himself. "I'm too small to be a superhero," he said. Mouse was small too and knew just how Bee felt. "You can turn pollen into honeycomb and honey. It's like magic." "None of us can do that," said Mouse. "You're right," said Bee. "I have magic powers." "Let's not forget about you, Mouse," said Owl. "Me?" said Mouse shyly. "Yes," said Owl. "Your superpower is being the best friend ever." All of the other forest friends agreed. Mouse had the best superpower of all. The end.
A Forest Friends book. Pond Party. It was a hot summer day. Otter was thankful he had a cool pond to swim in. Ah! Otter sighed with delight as he swam a few backstrokes in the cool water. But then he stopped. My friends must be so hot without a pond to keep them cool, thought Otter. I should invite them to join me. And so Otter set out into the forest to invite his friends to the pond. As Otter walked, he bumped into a log. Bump! Bonk! Bunny peeked out of the log. "Otter?" she asked. "Hello, Bunny," said Otter. "What are you doing inside this log?" "I am hiding from the sun. It is very hot today," Bunny said. "It is very hot indeed," said Otter. "Would you like to take a swim in my pond?" "I would love to," said Bunny. "Let's go." And off they went. As Otter and Bunny walked, they slipped and fell into a big mud puddle. Plop! Squish! Bear rolled over and sat up in the middle of the mud puddle. "Otter? And Bunny?" he asked. "Hello, Bear," said Otter. "What are you doing in this mud puddle?" "I'm trying to keep cool. It is very hot today," replied Bear. "It is very hot indeed," said Otter. "Would you like to take a swim in my pond?" "I would love to," said Bear. "Let's go." And off they went. As Otter, Bunny, and Bear walked, They stepped into a big pile of leaves. Crunch, crunch. "Hello, I'm under here," called a voice, and out popped Bird from under the leaves. "Bird?" said Otter, surprised. "What are you doing under these leaves?" "It's the only place I could find shade," said Bird. "It is very hot today." "It is very hot indeed," said Otter. "Would you like to take a swim in my pond?" "I would love to," said Bird. "Let's go." And off they went. Together, Otter, Bunny, Bear, and Bird walked back to the pond. The water was cool and refreshing. It was a hot and humid day in the forest. The perfect kind of day for a pond party. The end.
The road not taken. Two roads diverged in a yellow wood. And sorry I could not travel both and be one traveler. Long I stood and looked down one as far as I could to where it bent in the undergrowth. Then took the other as just as fair. And having perhaps the better claim, because it was grassy and wanted wear. Though, as for that, the passing there had worn them really about the same. And both that morning equally lay. In leaves no step had trodden black. Oh, I kept the first for another day. Yet, knowing how way leads on to way. I doubted if I should ever come back. I shall be telling this with a sigh. Somewhere ages and ages hence. 2 roads diverged in a wood. And I took the one less traveled by. And that has made all the difference.
Mouse House. Chapter 1. The Right House. I want a house, said Mouse. How about a nest? Or a hole in the tree? A high branch is best. Oh no, not for me, said Mouse. I'll make my house beneath this tree. Chapter 2. Here comes help. We'll help, said Mole. I'm ready to dig. How many rooms, and small or big? Mouse thought. 2 or 3 or 4? No, said Mole. You need more. How about 7 or 8 or 11? Then Beaver said, you need walls and a door. That's what all this wood is for. The bark will make a dandy floor. Ooh. Goat said, I brought cheese. Let's eat, please. Chapter 3. Curtains and things. I will spin curtains, said Spider. For your windows. I brought twigs, said Wren, and string. Just right for nests or anything. I brought cheese, said Goat. Can we eat now? Oh! Chapter 4. Beds and chairs. Duck brought feathers for a bed. My very softest ones, she said. And some of my wool, said Sheep. For bed covers. I brought an eggshell, said Hen. It's all I have. Fill it with my fur, said Bunny. Look, a mouse chair. Oh! I brought cheese, said Goat. Let's eat now. Chapter 5. I brought cheese. You can have my bell, said Calf. Hang it over your door. I brought seeds, said Ladybug. For a garden. Oh! We brought honey, said the bees. Goat said, I brought cheese. Yay! Thank you all, said Mouse, for my beautiful house. Now please have a seat. Let's eat. It's about time, said you-know-who. The end.
Harry Bear and Friends. Opposites. Meet Harry Bear. Harry is big. Here's Mo Worm and Yuki Mouse. Mo and Yuki are little. Mo and Yuki are near. Now they are far. Maya Bird and Joe Squirrel are up. Mo and Yuki are down. Joe, Maya, Yuki, and Mo are in front. Emily Rabbit is in back. Harry is alone. Joe? No. Yuki? Maya? Emily? And Harry Bear are together. Harry Bear and Friends count fish. Yellow fish, blue fish. We count 2 fish. swim-along fish. 6 swim-along fish. Wiggly fish. Straight fish. We count 8 fish. Big fish. Small fish. 10 in all fish. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ready or not, here we come!
If you don't have Vooks, then what are you waiting for? Vooks is kid safe, it has storybooks that are brought to life, and third, it's fun. I like to read books about fantasy and love. I tell other kids to get Vooks because it's full of stories and laughter. I'll read it on the go, in a car, in a plane, even in a train. I've never been on a train. Don't wait around. Ask your grown-up to download Vooks now. You'll be glad you did.
Thanks for watching. For more stories, try the Vooks app for free today.